YouTube, my name is Rachel Mayo. Welcome to my channel and thank you for being here. I'm going to be discussing a very special and passionate synastry aspect. This is the conjunction of Venus and Mars. Synastry is a chart that is used in astrology to determine compatibility between potential lovers or perhaps business partners, or any other type of relationship. So two natal birth charts are superimposed on each other to find out what aspects they have between their planets, angles, or points. Keep in mind that one very good and tight aspect does not determine the stability or longevity of a relationship. The chart has to be evaluated as a whole. However, there are certain aspects that can indicate attraction and initially draw two people together. As a matter of fact, when Venus and Mars conjunct by transit, this opens a special window for some people to meet their true love, their soulmate, or twin flame. This is the point where people begin their true love story. Mars has a 2-year cycle, so it takes him a while to meet up with his lover Venus. And once he catches up to her, he won't let her go. He wants her and he has to dominate her. And Venus has been looking forward for Mars to come home, so she's in heat. She wants him. This special conjunction is happening by transit at 19 degrees of Leo on the 13th of July 2021. That's if you're watching this video around that time. Last Venus-Mars conjunction took place on the 24th of August 2019. So look back to see what happened at that time. Did you meet somebody special? Did you initiate a love relationship? This is like a new moon for these two love planets. So when they conjunct, it creates a window for new beginnings in romantic relationships. This conjunction is very special and meaningful. So if you're single, this is the time that you want to go out there and look for your mate, because twin flame contracts and soulmates are about to be initiated. So if you're lucky enough to meet someone at this conjunction, it's very likely that you're going to have this Mars and Venus conjunction in synastry. And if this conjunction is a double whammy, oh my God, there will be passion and fireworks. A literal flame might be lit. A double whammy aspect happens when two separate individuals already have this present in their chart. They already have a Venus-Mars conjunction in their chart, and then they meet up with somebody who also has a Venus-Mars conjunction in their own chart. That is essentially what a double whammy is. This is intense. So if you have the conjunction of Venus and Mars in your own natal birth chart, you probably ooze of sexuality. You are magnetic and charismatic, and you're quick to enter sexual relationships and fall in love. Certain celebrities who are viewed as sex icons have this aspect in their own natal birth chart. Think Halle Berry, Uma Thurman, Sting, and I believe Kanye West also has this aspect in his chart. Venus is the goddess of love and Mars is the fearless warrior. The masculine and feminine energies are in their rightful space. Venus in a man's chart represents the wife. And you would think Mars in a woman's chart would represent the husband. No, it doesn't. Jupiter in a woman's chart represents the husband. Mars in a woman's chart presents that man that you desire, that bad boy that you know you should not be dating long term. So as a woman, if you want that long-term relationship or marriage partner, you should be looking for a Jupiterian type of man. That is a whole other discussion. This does not necessarily mean that you cannot marry your Mars. You can marry your Mars. It's just better to wait for the Jupiterian partner. Back to synastry. Do you ever wonder why your partner cannot keep their hands off of you? Why is the attraction so passionate and intense? Why is the chemistry so strong? Well, you probably have a Venus-Mars conjunction in synastry. This is the I want you, I have to have you aspect. When Venus and Mars conjunct in synastry, there is immense sexual chemistry between these two people. Venus is the feminine, Mars is the masculine, so together they have found their true match. You're instinctively going to feel that you've made your true love, your twin flame, your soulmate, and it's going to instinctively feel very fated. You will view each other as the mate that you've always wanted. Venus conjunct Mars is considered to be a marriage and major sexual attraction aspect, especially when it's a tied orb of 3 degrees or less. Potency of this particular aspect depends on what other Mars and Venus contexts are happening in the synastry. For example, if this conjunction is squared by Pluto, this can add an aspect of jealousy, manipulation, and obsession. And if there's a square aspect from Saturn, to add an element of restriction and perhaps rejection after some intensity. In this match, Venus is going to express her feminine Venusian energy, and this is going to seduce Mars. Mars is going to feel very masculine and powerful around Venus. Mars is usually the initiator in this relationship. He acts as Venus's knight and shining armor. Mars will feel compelled to win Venus over. Venus will enjoy being chased after by Mars because Mars really makes her feel her feminine energy. She feels like a woman around Mars. They fulfill each other's every sexual need. This relationship will probably be one of the best sexual matches you've ever had. There is a mutual sexual romantic attraction and mutual respect. Both parties do not mind going out of their way to please one another. It's also possible for these two partners to team up successfully on a creative work project. This is one of those matches where even other people find you attractive when you're together. Others will look at you as the ideal match, the ideal couple. So you're physically going to look attractive and charming as a couple, and perhaps even magnetic. This can make a good long-term aspect because when two people are sexually compatible, it makes them less likely to wander outside the relationship. The romance in this relationship never ends. Couples can still be romantic and intimate with each other even after 20 years of marriage. It just comes naturally to them. Candlelit dinners, romantic getaways, vacations, all in the name of the game. So giving each other some breathing room is going to become very important in this relationship. Otherwise, it could turn platonic. War and love can also alternate in this relationship. So it could be that you have intense moments where passions rise. There's conflict, there's arguments, there's breakups and make-up sex. Keep in mind that it was physical attraction that started this relationship. If there are no other aspects aspecting Mercury or the moon for mental and emotional compatibility, this might just end up being that hot fling. Mars sustains this relationship with his energy, but also brings conflict because he wants to dominate Venus. Passion, intensity, and jealous could be an ongoing theme in this relationship. Everything starts so fast with a lot of passion. This relationship needs a little bit of space and equilibrium in order to last the distance. A harmonious aspect from Saturn will calm this relationship down and keep it long term. Mars needs to understand that he has to act more careful and less aggressive with Venus. So if you're the Mars person in this conjunction, tone down the aggression and the need to dominate. Learn how to act without hurting the feelings of Venus, your partner. Venus must also learn how to take action and how to say no and not let Mars just use her. Letting Mars do whatever he wants is not the way to make this relationship work. Keep in mind that you're going to need some other relationship glue aspects in order to have this relationship turn into something long-term. If there are no other supporting long-term aspects in synastry, this could be one of the situations where you become a long-term mistress. You become a long-term mistress because the chemistry and the sex is so good, so your partner cannot let go. But at the same time, for some reason, your partner cannot commit to you long-term. So you end up becoming the side chick because they just have to have you, and you want them even if it means sharing them. You could have one of those on and off relationship where you just keep going back to each other because of the chemistry. Keep in mind that babies could be made and you could just end up being the baby mama. So watch out for this aspect. Know your synastry aspects. Evaluate your synastry to see if there's any other aspect that could keep this hot romance long term. If you enjoy the content of this discussion, I would appreciate it if you give this video a like. Also share this video on your social media or with your friends and family, you just never know who needs to hear this message. You'll be helping them and helping me grow my channel. I truly appreciate that. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that you may be notified whenever I upload new videos. So watch out for my next video on synastry aspects.